Michigan was gunning for its second consecutive Big Ten road game here in Columbus. Unfortunately, the Wolverines fell short, and we'll get to that a little bit later on. Welcome to Inside Michigan Basketball. I'm Matt Shepard. The Wolverines started the week on a high note, going down to West Lafayette, Indiana, to battle a Gain Purdue club, a place where they hadn't won since 2003, and picking up their first Big Ten roadkill of the season. Michigan shot 54% in the ballgame, won the battle of the glass, and made some big plays at the offensive and defensive ends.
Burke turns the corner, pops pass inside. Morgan jabs it down. Oh, a rim rocker from Jordan Morgan. Douglas with a left-handed grip. Turns the corner, drives the left side of the lane, lays it up with a left-handed through. Boy, Stu Douglas is having himself a game early on, isn't he? Takes it right side. He'll pull a pass inside. Hummel. That was way too easy. Novak, three-quarter court. And that'll do it. The Wolverines lead at 30-28. 7-point Michigan lead. Modric hands to Burke. Burke between the legs. Just Modric fires for three. Got it! That's a good sign right there for Michigan fans. Jackson tries the left side, attacks and lays it in. Wow. And if I was Michigan, just can't stop it. Burke hesitates, drives, finds an open Hardaway. Hardaway puts it on the deck. He drives, hangs, and fills it up. In the paint, Tim Hardaway's got 19, and Michigan surges in front by one. Burke sends his way inside, outside for Novak. A ball fake, a drive, a bounce pass. Jabs it through. Oh yeah, beautiful feed from Novak. 65-64 U of M.
We learned how to act, how to stay mentally tough at the end of the games, how to pull it out. I don't think our defense wasn't great, but they missed shots, and Tim got a huge board at the end. Just little stuff like that. The 50-50 balls where it could have gone either way. The game-winning plays you have to have that don't show up on the bottom ticker of ESPN as Tim got the game-winning rebound and sealed it. No, but those are plays that are just as key as making shots.
Evans Modric, 9 points, couple of boards, and a 73% free throw shooter. Makes the first.
I was just trying to, do what I do in practice, what we do in pregame walkthrough, just trying to knock them down. But Coach told me to miss the second one, so no, I'm just kidding. But it worked out, thankfully.
In and out, rebounded by Hummel. Hummel pressured in the backcourt, right side for Jackson. Jackson launches off the glass and Michigan wins. It's the first time the Wolverines have won Mackey Arena since February of 2003. It's Michigan 66-64.
We fought back. Had the lead, they came back and took it, but we were resilient, just stayed with the game plan, and I thought we were really flexible with what we did today. Coach kind of threw some stuff at us that we haven't really even practiced, and defensively, and we did it and it worked.
We wanted to be resilient, and it's great to finally get a road win.
Road wins are the best, especially to win it the way we did, just going down to the wire, making plays to win the game. That's how you want to win them.
Special about it is the way you did it again. Like up by 10, they might go on something like a 17-3 run during that time, right? And you hung in there, and that's what good teams have to do at this time. They got to get this done. Really happy for our. Nobody can remember the last time we won here for our two Indiana guys to get another. For our other senior Corey, 2 ice bags tonight, even though warm up. It's been 2 ice bag nights. So I'm really proud. Big rebound there by Tim. Right, we didn't wilt it. It was a physical game. They were not calling it as close as they have in the past. You still fought through. Even though coach is working them. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to work. If you work them enough, then we get a couple of those calls laid on you. So I can't be there and be silent. But I'm not crying to the refs. I just got to work them. Great team effort. Great gritty effort playing here to help. How do we play? How do we play? Smart, Michigan. 1, 2, 3.
You and your coaches and your players put so much hard work in preparing for a game like this. It's nice to be rewarded, especially in that fashion.
Well, you know, because we've had the 2 tough road losses. The other 2, you know, Virginia and Iowa, there weren't last-second losses. But certainly we didn't get the breaks or create the breaks with Indiana and the other day in Arkansas. So today I thought we really fought back. Purdue missed some shots, had a great game plan. But we made some shots when we had to.
Tim Hardaway had 19 to lead everybody, but it was that rebound that he cradled at the end that really secured the victory for your ball club. What was going through your mind on the bench during that sequence?
Well, you just after you've played the last couple of games that we've played with what the shot Arkansas hit, and then Indiana had a similar shot late in the game. Michigan State missed one. It's going to happen. They're going to even out. But Hummel had 2 pretty good looks. Not shooting a great percentage. He had 2 pretty good looks. Neither of them went in. It certainly was a difference maker that he missed those 2 shots and then obviously Tim got a rebound. He was way above the rim to get that last one.
After the loss to Arkansas, you prided your team on its courage, and I would guess something similar here today. The mental toughness your team showed at the end of the game here at Purdue says an awful lot about your ball.
Yeah, this was really big from the standpoint that we got up 10 and we didn't coast by. You know, they played Wisconsin here, and Wisconsin got up with them, and then really kept it from getting close. We weren't that good today to do that, but at the same time, we ended up playing with so much. They got ahead of us, and we fought and we fought and we fought. This is a group of resilient kids, and they got great pride. Matt, we made so many changes within that game because they went with the 5-man, went with Hummel, a shooting 5-man. We didn't anticipate it. We thought maybe 2 minutes a game, but Kari warned me it may happen more. It sure happened more. And it was tough to make that adjustment for a while.
Stu Douglas and Tim Hardaway were shooting from the outside, but Jordan Morgan, ever since you took him aside, talked to him in practice the other day, he's been a different player, much more aggressive inside.
And he goes to the foul line and knocks him down as well. No, he needs confidence. He needs to just keep playing the way he is. Both those dunks he had, those are pretty. He was way above the rim on that. Anybody that saw that young man in high school, you got to credit John Sanderson right now for what happens to our young men when they come play for us, because Jordan Morgan is a different athlete than he's ever been.
This is what road games in the Big Ten usually are, right? I mean, usually they're this type of nip and tuck kind of effort, and your team hadn't won here since 2003. It has to feel really good.
Well, and I know that especially with our 2 Indiana kids. Right, we've celebrated with them. They both were up on the chairs, and now, even though they had great success in their home state playing Purdue and Indiana, they each got at least a couple of wins that they can remember. One over Indiana, one over Purdue.
Congratulations on staying in first place.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Later in the show, we get to know Michigan's athletic big man, Jordan Morgan. But up next, I'll look back at the tough one right here in Columbus against the 4th-ranked Buckeyes. Inside Michigan Basketball is brought to you in part by Absol Pure Water, delivering quality bottled water since 1908. And by State Farm, for auto, home, life, and banking. Get to a better state. Out of fight from U of M.
Morgan looks left, hands to Tim Hardaway. Hardaway lost the 3, buries the 3, and it's 5-0 Michigan. It's the start you love to see. Sullinger on a drive on Smotrich, lowered the left shoulder, hit it off the glass, and he got an and one out of it. Burke got some contact, backs it up around a Morgan screen. No look. Morgan finger rolls it over the front of the rim. How did Burke find him cutting toward the hoop? Jordan Morgan has been everything in the opening half. Douglas between the circles against Buford, left side. McClymon's open for 3. Got it. Nice shot from Blake McClymon on the left side. To Weatherspoon, right side Buford for 3. Good. From the right baseline, William Buford, a future pro with a rebound. No one boxed him out. He got it right back. Bounce pass stolen by Burke. Here comes Burke sprinting right to left, beating the pack, looking right side. Douglas steps into a free ball. Morgan, right side, Stu Douglas, and Michigan is deadlocked at 26. Sullinger falling down, found Kraft, top of the key. Left side, Buford leans in off the glass and one. Hardaway turns the corner, fires from 19. Yeah, rimmed it through. Tim Hardaway brings Michigan to within 4. Kraft into the front court, shoulder shakes his way, a couple of crossovers. Now takes it left side of the lane off the glass. Yeah, and one. Another and one situation. For Morgan, now left side for Hardaway. Around a Morgan screen. Hesitates, fires, Burke for 3 from the corner. Bang. Michigan down by 8. Sullinger Off the inbound, takes it to the right baseline. Fuller on the way through. The Buckeyes extend their home winning streak to 38, and the Buckeyes win it by 15.
We definitely slowed the tempo up, you know, tried to stop them in transition. We didn't really want them to get out and run against us, so we did a good job of holding them under their average, but like I said, they did a good job on us too on defensive end, and we still gave them too many second chance points.
What was it like coming back and playing in front of friends and family in this atmosphere?
It was nice, you know. It brought back a lot of memories. You know, I played a lot of games out there on that court. Unfortunately, we lost.
This one sting a little bit more, not just because it's your hometown, but the fact that this is a club that you were tied with the top of the Big Ten. You had a chance to make a statement.
Yeah, this definitely was by far our worst loss. Well, the feeling, you know, is this. We were right. I felt like we felt like, you know, we were right there. We cut it to, you know, to 2 or 3 couple times, and you know they had some big shots. And, they was better than us on the boards tonight.
What is the key to the offensive rebounding aspect? Is it boxing out? I can understand it in a 2-3 zone, but when you guys are man, they're still getting to the glass before you guys.
Yeah.
Desire, emotion, what is it?
A lot of it is desire and emotion, and you know, there was a couple of times we thought we pinned them down underneath the backboard, and they still got it and out-toughed us. So you think you've got it, and you're still not giving the intensity level. But some of the rotations are tough. Where we're double teaming, kicking out and shooting, and it's tough. You know, it's easier when you're double teaming Sullinger and he kicks it out for a 3. A guy that got double teamed off of, you know, he can get in there closer to the basket, easier position for him. At the same time, we got to, you know, fight harder and hit with our hips.
It's a tough phrase for you to say, isn't it, when you get out-toughed? I mean, because you and I have talked about that before. This team's a lot tougher than people give it credit for. But when a co-captain says we were out-tough, that has to hurt a little.
Oh, it hurts a lot. That's something Zach and I really want to bring, and I know Jordan wants to bring it. You know, 1 through however guys play, that's something we've always talked about. It's something we talk about every single game. Coach Meyer sits up there, pregame speech, and talks about that almost every single game. And I don't know if we let down. We just didn't. We might have matched their intensity here and there. We had to surpass their intensity. We just didn't do it.
All right, what was the biggest difference in this game, do you think, between?
Well, I think the second chance opportunities that they had. I mean, we both did not shoot well because both teams are very good defensive teams. But then they're long, they're a little bit more athletic. We weren't as physical as we need to be defensively to win this game, and then the same thing on blockouts. So we'll get better. We'll grow from it.
Lenzel Smith gave him a lot of energy his first career double-double. You were kind of looking for a guy who would offset that energy.
Yeah, we had no idea that he could go in and get that, but we have some people assigned to him that are tracking him that lost him, and he just went in there and did what he needed to do. So those 8 offensive rebounds, they have such tremendous talent. You cannot give them second opportunities, but Lenzel was very good.
I get the fact that there is no silver lining in a game like this because you expect to come in here and you expect to win, even though they've won 37 in a row coming in. But you did a good job on Sullinger and a pretty good job on Buford. Buford had 6 turnovers, and Sullinger had to really follow.
Yeah, we felt good about our game plan going in, and we just had to stop the other guys. We didn't do a really good job. And, of course, Kraft is really good, and I was really proud of the way Trey Burke presented himself here. And we will learn an awful lot from that. We got in foul trouble, which hurts us, but it was one of those games 5 minutes ago. I think it was a 2-possession or 3-possession game, 5:55, or where we went back to our starters. But give them credit; they played a very good game.
There are some things that your club did really, really well, especially when you look at some of the fundamentals. You worked on some of the fundamentals over this 4-day layoff, if you will, including setting high screens. Blake McClymons, Evan Smotrich, Jordan Morgan all set really good screens.
Yeah, we set good screens. Unfortunately, Blake made one and Evan made one. We had really good, clean looks for our 5 men. They couldn't make them. They'll make those in the future, and we'll keep working on them. But you know, we have to. You know, Timmy Hardaway was tremendous throughout the game, and that was he and Trey were our answers. Our other guys, just some of them, if they had off nights, got a lot of confidence in. That doesn't happen very often.
You know, we have to keep in mind this is a club that averaged 78 points per game. Okay, they average beating teams in their barn 27.5 points per game, and you guys held them to 64. Not a bad defensive effort on your part. Just a couple more shots. Yep. If they go in, maybe we're talking about a lot tighter.
We couldn't get to the foul line either. We didn't shoot our foul shots until late, and it was just a tough environment for us to do. They had a good game plan. It took us out of some things. We'll make some adjustments.
Coach, thanks for the time.
All right, thank you.
Jordan Morgan had his hands full in the matchup with Jared Sullinger and the Buckeyes. When we return, we get to know the redshirt sophomore from Detroit.
This new AT&T 4G LTE is fast.
Hey, did you guys hear?
Mary got engaged.
That's so 42 seconds ago.
Thanks for the flower.
Back. Jordan Morgan can be a major force for this Michigan basketball team when he's focused. Case in point against Arkansas and Purdue earlier this year. But as our own Anthony Polidano tells us, it's playing with consistency that sometimes remains a challenge for Michigan's big man.
After a year in which he was voted the team's most improved player, Jordan Morgan's first 19 games of his sophomore season, had been a bit of a rocky road.
You know when you're not playing your best basketball, and it's not really a good feeling coming out of a game knowing, you could have done something different or you could have performed better.
Here comes Michigan left to right. Burke and a gallop. Dead legs it inside. Douglas up to Morgan. Hook shot. And throw. Oh!
After the win against MSU, Morgan was averaging less than 7 points a game and hadn't scored more than 6 points in 4 straight.
It's kind of a downward spiral. You have a bad performance, it kind of brings your confidence down, and it may lead to another bad performance.
But right before the Wolverines match at Arkansas, John Beilein stepped in and had a series of heart-to-heart talks with his post player.
It's just been about, his confidence in me and him knowing, how good I can be. And, that's part of the reason, he likes to challenge his players that he feels can be successful in. It's just because he wants me to be the best that I can be, and he doesn't feel that I was being that.
Morgan has responded with 2 of his best games of the season, scoring in double figures in back-to-back games for the first time all year.
Backs his way in, turn, hook shot on the way, crawled off, rebound on the backside to Hardaway. Hardaway looks up ahead, bullet pass Morgan, running the floor, jamming it down. And that's what the Michigan coaching staff had talked about with Jordan Morgan. Run the floor.
I think what makes the biggest difference is just I've been having fun. The game's really been fun for me. Playing with my teammates, going into hostile environments on the road, and just trying to get wins.
Jordan, he's keep on playing how he's playing, and just setting screens, helping us, finishing it down low. We should be a really good team.
Jordan claims that one of the reasons for his struggles was that he was overthinking things, something that's very understandable given his background.
A lot of people call me a nerd. I like playing video games. Like I said, I like sitting there watching the History Channel. I'm kind of a corny dude.
Off the floor, he says he's a little geeky. Do you guys think of him as geeky?
A little bit. He's an engineer. He loves his calculus. So, I mean, he loves video games and calc. So I guess, yeah, he's a little bit of a nerd.
Nerd or not, the Maize and Blue big man has big plans when his playing days are over.
Right now, I'm studying industrial engineering, and I want to be able to earn enough money, hopefully, from basketball where I can start my own business when I'm done. Getting capital to start a business is pretty tough, so I want to be able to do it myself and not owe anybody anything.
With his struggles now hopefully behind him, the Wolverine, who's always been more blue-collar than blue-chip, knows that he and his teammates have plenty of work to do on the road ahead.
With the exception of a few guys who are, highly recruited, we got a lot of people on our team that people might have passed over and just kind of pushed to the side, didn't really expect much from them. And I think as a team, we've all adapted to that mentality of, we got to outwork all our opponents to really be successful.
For Inside Michigan Basketball, I'm Anthony Polidano.
Anthony, thanks. Head coach John Beilein told me earlier this year that Jordan Morgan kind of reminds him of Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates because he's so athletic and so versatile. Those two guys, of course, excelled in college basketball, went on to star in the NFL. When we come back, we'll get the women's story, and we give you our Al Rose Steele Iron Man of the Week. Inside Michigan Basketball is brought to you in part by AT&T. When you can go faster, you are free to do more. AT&T. Get it faster with 4G. Rethink possible. And by the University of Michigan Health System and UofMHealth.org. At a place of extraordinary medicine, what you see is how amazing life can be.
Strong out there, so There's no backing down once you get on that floor.
Tim, this team is ranked 4th in the country coming in, averaged 78 points per game. Did you guys show them something that maybe a lot of people might have left you guys a little bit to be desired compared to this club?
No, we just did took a lot of things from other teams from the past, and just try to stick with the same game plan as we did last year, and we did a great job of it. But like I said, it didn't mean anything. We didn't get second shot opportunities and boxing our man out.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, the women's team had its home unbeaten streak snapped by Penn State January 26th. The Wolverines shot just 24% in the first half and trailed by 16 at intermission. Penn State's Maggie Lucas led all scorers with 23 points as the Nittany Lions shot 66% in the second half and won it going away 77-56. Nia Jordan registered her first career double-double by scoring 10 points and grabbing 12 rebounds for the Wolverines. Sam Arnold added 12. The Wolverines are in Madison to play the Badgers Monday night. Big home stretch for Kevin Borseth and the women now as they welcome in Northwestern on Thursday and then Michigan State to Chrysler Center. That'll do it for this week's edition of Inside Michigan Basketball here on the road with the men in Columbus. Next week, we invite you back. We'll recap the men's games against Indiana and Michigan State. Until then, I'm Matt Shepard saying so long and go blue.